Hi there guys, how are you today, and welcome to a new series on my channel. So, I want to start a series where I ask out a question on Twitter about F1, and then based on the responses I get, I make a video. I think it's a nice idea. I don't think anyone's really done that before. I do need your guys' help to tell me what I should call this series, but today we're going to be talking about who will get the Williams seat, because of course we know in 2017 Felipe Massa has been there. But we know he's not got a contract yet for 2018. So will they keep Massa for 2018, or will it be someone else? Would it be Kubica? Would it be Di Resta? Would it be Pascal Wehrlein? There's a few names, in the running for that Williams seat. And of course, the backdrop is that Felipe Massa has said it's Williams or nothing for him in 2018. So I guess we have to see how it goes. So yeah, now I'm going to go onto the responses that I got, and all the people that responded, a link to their Twitter and their YouTube, if they have a YouTube channel, will be in the description down below, so go check those people out on Twitter and YouTube if you haven't heard of them, but I'm guessing you have heard of a few of them, especially the first one. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So, Josh, also known as the Moaning Yorkshireman, came quite quickly with a response, actually, and he reckons that Felipe Massa will probably go and he won't be in Williams or even F1 next season, I guess. He reckons that Kubica could get the seat, providing the test goes well, of course. And if not, it will have to go down to Di Resta. Although there's no real mention of Wehrlein here, who I think is also in the running. But the thing I feel about Kubica is that he had a test with Renault, and they essentially put him out of contention. So surely if he was good enough, they would have gone with him. So that would have been there. And I think another YouTuber and person on Twitter, is it Shimasi? I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, but you can tell me somehow how to say your name. And he sort of says, if Kubica was capable for Renault, why wouldn't they take the risk? And then why they let him go to a rival team? Because of course we know the midfield in Formula 1 at the moment is very competitive. So why would Renault let him go to rival team? But the Moaning Yorkshireman also says that he reckons Renault released Kubica while they were all sorting out the engine deals. Of course, we know there's been a big deal with Sainz and McLaren and Toro Rosso and all that. I've talked about that on the channel before. We don't need to talk about that again. May have made it difficult for Kubica to be there because, of course, they may have known that Sainz was coming. And yeah, of course, you put Sainz in the car instead of Kubica because Sainz is proven with the modern cars. He compares this. Moaning Yorkshireman compare this to when Giovinazzi was released from his Ferrari contract, and it wasn't because of his skill level, it was just to give him a chance to Sauber. But I'm not sure it's quite the same, because Giovinazzi wouldn't get into the Ferrari seat straight away without being proven, because there's so much pressure on Ferrari. So I think they had to have proven drivers. So I'm not sure it was quite the same, but I would also personally love it if Kubica came back into the sport. That is what I would say. Other people to comment, you had Blake417, who said that he would like to see Kubica in the seat, but I think we all would. But the other issue surrounding Kubica is that we don't know if he can last the race distance. And of course, then I don't believe he's had a test. No, I think yes, he did have a test in 2017 cars in the Hungary test, wasn't it? I think. So we have to see whether he can do a whole race distance at competitive speeds. Plus obviously all the practice sessions and the qualifying. And we expect, we don't know where Williams will be next season, but it's going to be competitive midfield, I'm sure. And surely they'll be there. And yeah, Blake417 concluded that he thinks Williams will probably end up with Di Resta. Finally, finally, Jamie183, of course linked to his stuff in the description as well, was talking about Pascal Wehrlein. And the only issue that is that there is an issue with Martini, because of course Martini, it's an alcohol company and cigarettes and all that, and I think Williams have to have an older driver in the team rather than two young drivers, so it would be awkward for Wehrlein to come in and partner another young driver of Lance Stroll. So, but Jamie183 reckons that Mercedes will have enough money that they could still somehow get Wehrlein into that seat. Of course, he is a Mercedes. He's a Mercedes youth driver, and he was very unlucky in the off-season after 2016 for 2017 to end up in the Sauber, not the Mercedes. Of course, Verline will need the seat needs the Williams seat. Ideally, he really can't afford another year in the Sauber, surely, assuming Sauber is still going to be the slowest team in F1. So, yeah, a few different views there. I think the rest seems to be a popular opinion. Of course, he did win Hungary when he had to come in for Felipe Massa. No one could complain there, especially considering the circumstances. So yeah, based on people I asked, and probably my opinion as well, it looks like the rest is going to be in their next season. It'll be good to still have 2 British drivers in the sport, because of course it looks like Palmer is leaving. And of course, I don't know if we should really count Palmer out of this conversation up, because there's a lot of money there. And yeah, Williams could do that money, I guess. So maybe we shouldn't count out Palmer yet from this conversation. Or none of these other guys have even mentioned him, thankfully. Because we all know what we think of Palmer. So yeah, it looks like the rest is a popular opinion. And yeah, people who did not get a chance to be in this video, of course you can tell me just for the sake of it in the comments who you think will be in the seat next season. Is there anyone we've missed out maybe? Come follow me on Twitter at BigGaming342, and I'll eventually tweet out yet another question. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this and other types of videos, please subscribe to my channel. If you have anything to say in the comments, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. Also, go and check out the video that should be on screen right now, and come and follow me on Twitter, BigGaming342, and Facebook, BigGaming342, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.